Welcome to our pay-per-view special. Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and we welcome you to the Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles, California for a highly anticipated rematch in our main event. Scheduled for 12 rounds in the light heavyweight division between these two great warriors. Crawford's coming down to the ring, and you can tell with that zip in his step that he plans on this one being a spectacular evening for him. Jermaine Taylor's making his way to the ring right now. Boy, and he's not bashful at all, is he? Look at him, confidently making his way down for this contest. Round number one is now underway. All the talk is done. It is simply time to fight. Teddy, there are so many advantages for the well-rounded fighter, the balanced fighter up against the power puncher. But what are the advantages for the power puncher, if any?
Well, the one great advantage is he can pull it out of the fire at any moment. You know, usually the power puncher can and will make mistakes. If the good boxer makes one mistake, his night might be over.
Jermaine able to block that punch. Good block there by Jermaine Taylor. Halfway through round number one. See, he's got his guard up really well that time, and it protects his head. Jermaine Taylor shoving his opponent there. He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Crawford. Dismisses his opponent's headshot. What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Crawford. There's the headshot, but he parries it away. Comes back with an overhand right. Good counter punch. Crawford's probably thinking that he just won that round, and with good reason, Teddy. He was just busier.
Yeah, he was busy as controlling the tempo, is controlling the pace of the fight right now. You know, simply put, you're watching two guys and you say, that guy's the boss, that guy's not.
Okay, listen, you can throw him off with some head movement. That's it. Throw him off with head movement. Beautiful. Nice movement there. Keep that up. Keep moving.
Here we go. Round two is underway.
Move your head.
A headshot block. Crawford's looking for some room, and he found a way to get it. Staying away from those headshots with his defense up top. A stinging counter punch after some fine defense by Bad Intentions. Able to dismiss his opponent's shot, and then comes back with an uppercut. Dismisses his opponent's headshot. Both these guys obviously hopeful that their cut men will be up to the task tonight. What does it take to be a great cut man?
And you know, that's a great question. First of all, you better have the right coagulants, the right chemicals, the right medications in that corner. Avatine, adrenaline, and you have to have Vaseline where you can put it on it. But the most important thing, you have to be calm. You can't panic. And you have to put pressure on that cut, just the right amount of pressure. and then you put those medicines in it, and then you better have a fighter that can give you a round or two. He can move around and not get caught right away. Give the medicine a chance to work.
Good job with another left hand. Ten clicks of the talk. Crawford's statistics really shine in that last round. You can see that he was able to land more punches than his opponent. Now, it's not black and white. You land more punches, you win the round. But in this case, I do think he's up on the scorecards based on that round.
Yeah, I believe he is too. You know, you're looking at it, and you just feel that he's got control of the pace, the tempo. You know, he's winning the fight, but there's a risk there because he's starting to throw a lot of punches, sometimes a little carelessly. That's going to leave him a little bit open to a counter.
Blocks that punch.
Get it out. Let's move.
Jermaine Taylor's got a bad cut now that's opened up on his cheek. Crawford's trying to create some space. You can see how he's going about it there. Crawford's just creating a little bit of real estate for himself. That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Jermaine Taylor.
Cover your ass, kid.
Staying away from those headshots with his defense up top. Good job protecting himself. What an excellent two-punch combo by Jermaine Taylor. Just 10 seconds to go in this round. So Jermaine Taylor will have to deal with a bloody nose now. Crawford's coming off a round where clearly the swelling was starting to affect him. And now, hey, this critical time in between rounds where they need to try to control things.
Yeah, right now you have to be calm. That's where it starts. Be calm. Don't panic if you're the corner, man, because if you panic, the fighter panics. Take the ice, either ice bag or you take the end swell, either one, and you put it directly on the place where it was injured. And you just keep that there nice and steady. But you don't start pushing into it. You start seeing these guys, they push into it, then they move it away from the eye. They think they're doing something good, but they're doing more damage.
Here we go with the fourth round. Really wanted that uppercut, but just couldn't get it. There's the headshot, but he parries it away. Keeping his hands up, getting way of his opponent's effort. Blocks the headshot. Just not there. Straight right hand off the mark. Took a shot. Now he gives a left. Staying away from those headshots with his defense up top. see him holding on.
All right, come on now. Come on, work it out. Work it out. See some punches here.
And now a little combination punching, landing both shots. Crawford's making for a clinic here in combination punching.
Well, the first couple punches here, Joe, they're throwaway punches to really set up the payoff down the road. You see the third punch, the fourth punch, the fifth punch. They are the ones that wind up landing.
Jermaine Taylor is coming up with the answers, avoiding that punch. Crawford's commitment to being judicious and effective really worked out well there. The punch stats prove it.
Very good. Very good.
The action starts up again, but it's only favored one man. Hard to see this fight going the distance based on what we've witnessed so far.
Keep the head moving.
Crawford's doing a nice job being comfortable on the outside. You know, I wonder if he's taking his man lightly because he is up on the scorecards, but you can see that he is being pressured and pushed.
You know, he's in there with a real solid guy. I don't think he's taking him lightly. It's just that he's in there in the kind of waters he's never been before, deep waters, and he's swimming harder than he's ever had to swim before.
Well, I don't know if he's hip to the idea of becoming a counterpuncher, but I get the sense you'd agree with it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's got the perfect platform, the perfect form for it. The guy's walking in right now, not moving his head much. He can time him, he can counter him.
Well, supposed to be fighting, but instead he's hugging. Wow! Jermaine Taylor's gone down. How will he recover from this? Somehow, some way, he's going to continue on here.
And if he's going to stay in this fight, now he's got to avoid his opponent like the Black Plague.
Very accurate work. 3-punch combination serves him well. Blocks that punch. End of this round. Alongside Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Now they got some work to do here. Their man was just dropped.
Yeah, the first thing is you put some cold water. You can't use that. You clear his head, and you tell him why he was dropped.
Listen, I'm not going to stand here and watch you take those shots. You understand me? Let's see some defense and more punches. Come on. Don't worry about it. The swelling is nothing.
So here we are, all wondering, can he survive the start of this round after the way we saw him go down in that last round?
Well, it's up to his opponent. Now, his opponent gets a little careless and he rushes in a little bit too close. He can get a chance to grab those hands and tie him up. And then he can kill a little of the clock, survive.
A headshot blocked. That worked out really well, throwing off the right hand after getting tagged like that.
Keep that head moving. Keep your
blocked by Bad Intentions. Halfway through this round. That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Jermaine Taylor. Good defense, just covering up down low. Targets a counter overhand right. Crawford's got a real acquired skill here, and that is the ability to pick your shots and land them.
So you hear the saying when people say, do you know what time it is? You have to know what time it is. He knows what time it is. He knows when to throw a certain punch.
He's working the jab.
Crawford's actually making a smart move here. He knows he needs some space, so he's pushing his man away. Crawford's doing an extraordinary job of never giving his opponent the chance to get back in this fight. Just like we saw in that last round there, he's way up on your scorecard.
Yeah, I have way up, and more importantly, you touched on it. It's the kind of fight he wants. You know, it's in his element. It's sort of in his pool, so to speak, his waters. You know, it's an outside fight. It's a jabbing fight, everything he likes.
Come on now, guys. Keep busy. Come on.
Able to show you his blocking ability. Crawford's doing really well on the outside. Jermaine Taylor's getting caught with headshots. But Teddy, to me, this is pretty simple. Move your head.
Otherwise, the other guy will. And he's been moving his head for him all night.
90 seconds to go here in this round. Nice block by Jermaine Taylor. Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Jermaine Taylor. That's a forceful two-punch combo by Bad Intentions. Oh, good exchange there. Comes right back at him with a left hand.
All right, come on now. Come on.
Coming towards the end of the seventh round, 10 seconds to go. Crawford's in control here. You can just look at this fight for 10 seconds and you've seen everything you need to see, because there hasn't been a moment where it hasn't been his fight.
Yeah, you know, you talk about those sins. A lot of times people say there's 7 virtues, there's 7 sins out there. One of the sins that you hear about is greed. That's the only thing that could beat him right now, is if he gets greedy.
Back to action here at the start of this round. That last round was very interesting because it was the kind of round that can turn a fight in a completely new direction. He did well.
Yeah, you know, the old time saying was bad start, good finish. Well, that's what he's hoping for, good finish.
Crawford's just trying to push away. He wants to breathe a little. Able to block that away. It was targeted for his head. Jermaine Taylor's night is now starting to snowball downhill on him. Things haven't been going well. Wow! Crawford's in a bad spot right now. He's been stunned. It's been 2 minutes of nonstop action. Now the final minute has arrived. Crawford's trying to create some space. You can see how he's going about it there.
Keep busy, guys. Come on now. Keep busy.
Able to show you his blocking ability. Crawford's actually making a smart move here. He knows he needs some space, so he's pushing his man away. Last 10 seconds of the 8th round. Crawford's doing well, sticking to a game plan on the outside. The end to another very entertaining round in what has been a very entertaining fight. A fight where there's just bad intentions. The fight that just doesn't have the feel of a fight that's going to be a decision win for somebody. Looks like somebody's going to get stopped.
Right from the beginning, they've been fighting with desperation. Like going the decision, as you just touched on, has not been in their minds at all.
See, keep boxing. Keep boxing, just like that. You're gonna take this one.
They start up again, back to action here with another round. But who knows how much longer it'll last. This has been a completely one-sided fight. Crawford's out there clinching, and that may tell us, as well as his opponent, that his legs aren't necessarily underneath him.
No, and they're not. And that's why he's clinching. He's got to do more than just clinch. He's going to have to find a way to kill a little more time. Maybe grab and then walk a little bit. Walk to the other side of the ring before the referee can get there and kill some clock.
Takes one, but gives one. Good work by Jermaine Taylor.
Keep busy, guys. Come on now. Keep busy.
Halfway through the 9th round.
Work the body. Keep moving.
Oh, Jermaine Taylor's almost out of it there. He was stunned. Teddy, he's wobbling all over the ring.
You know, Joe, he can't use his legs right now, so he wishes, and it's too late for it because he wasn't taught, but he wishes he was a guy who was taught how to slip right in front of a guy and make the guy miss. Then at least he could do that. Right now, his only chance is to grab because the legs are not going to be there for him.
Come on, guys. Punch it out. Punch it out. No holding.
Now he ties up there.
All right, come on now. Come on. Work it out. Work it out. See some punches here.
Keep moving. Keep moving. Move. Keep moving around the ring.
Final chance. Last 10 seconds of round 9. Crawford's coasting his way towards a victory here. That round comes to an end, and yet another round that you got to mark down on your scorecard for him.
Yeah, the only way he loses now is if he's a glutton. You know those guys, you've seen them, Joe, they're on our crew. They stay at the table too long. They don't know when to push away from the table, you know? Well, he's got to push away from the table right now. If he does that, hey, this is in the bank.
Back to action now. We're underway in what has been a completely one-sided fight. You get the sense this one may not go the distance. Nice block by Bad Intentions. That was a miss by Jermaine Taylor. Jermaine Taylor's inability to connect is really concerning me right now. I don't think he's been able to get a thing done since he got tagged earlier in this fight.
Well, one thing that you got to worry about a little bit is whether or not the referee starts seeing that. That's one thing for you and me to see it. If the referee starts looking at him like, you know, he's not behaving right, he might start to move in there a little bit to stop this fight. He's got to get something going.
Now hugging on the inside.
Hey, no holding. No holding.
Reaching the halfway mark of this round.
Keep your head moving. Use the ring. Use the ring.
Crawford's now pushing away a bit. He's creating some space.
Come on now.
Staying away from those headshots with his defense up top. Counting down towards the end of the 10th round. 10 seconds to go. Crawford's got to find a way to take what he just did in that last round and keep that kind of energy moving forward here, because I do believe he's ahead on the scorecards in a close fight. Very close fight.
Yeah, I see it about the same way, but you just said it. It's very important that his corner people now don't really tell him that he's ahead. I think they let him think that if he's not behind, it's a dead even fight, and keep pushing right there. Stay responsible, stay within yourself, but keep pushing.
Keep busy, guys. Come on now. Keep busy.
Good defense upstairs to stay away from that offensive assault. Crawford's pushing away right there. You can see him shoving, trying to create some space. Takes one, gives one. The right hand scores well. Crawford's just trying to push away. He wants to breathe a little. Halfway through this round here. Jermaine Taylor showing a little bit of a defensive shell, but Teddy, I'm seeing punches still getting through and splitting that guard.
Yeah, well, that's the problem, Joe, when you put those earmuffs on, but you don't move your head. Some of them are going to get through, and just as importantly, you handcuff yourself, so your opponent is going to stay in there a little
Keep
bit
busy,
longer,
guys.
knowing that
Come on now.
nothing's
Keep
coming
busy.
back right away.
Crawford's just making some room for himself here. Gets rid of that. It was intended for his head. And now just wasting everybody's time holding on.
Hey, no holding. No holding. Come on, punch it out.
Last 10 seconds of this 11th round. And a smart counterpunch by Bad Intentions. I don't know, Teddy. It just feels like one of those nights, one of those fights where somebody's getting hurt, where this is not going to the judges' scorecards.
I feel like I'm in Coney Island watching one of those hot dog eating contests where somebody's going to try to eat 50 of them, 60 of them. In other words, he's not worried how he's going to feel at the end of the night.
Oh, it's been a good one tonight, but one more round to go. Here it is, the final go round. Protecting his head well with his guard. Right back to the gut. Jermaine Taylor's just trying to push away. He wants to breathe a little.
Hey, no holding. No holding. Come on, punch it out.
Keep your hands up.
Crawford's now pushing away a bit. He's creating some space. Just a minute and a half left in the fight. Well, that was his intention, and that's what he's doing. Not engaging in the fight, but clinching.
No holding. Let's Punch it out.
Finish with your book.
Just a minute to go in this bout. A headshot blocked. Not able to land the headshot. Crawford's trying to get his man off of him. You see him shoving and pushing. And they will bring it home in the last 10 seconds of this final round. That was a highly competitive back and forth bout. Now let's hear which way it went. Crawford's lost the title. Surely disappointment there. For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Thanks for being with us.
Jet lag every day in the set that cause I be on so many planes. It take